Hi there, Lloyd Machedo speaking to you from lloydmachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding. The date is May 7th, 2018. Time right now is 1:20 in the afternoon. All right, just finished running, I think 3.5 kilometers. Just came back. All right. I was asked this question by one of my readers. People send me questions to lloydmachedo.com, or they put it in the comment section. If I find the question is worth it, I answer. So the question is, what do I miss about being a playboy? Okay, I'm 41 years old. I was born and raised in a Catholic family, and because I was kept, so strict, not allowed to meet girls, and the day I discovered, thanks to my raging hormones, that there was something like a girl, and I did get kissed by a girl. I think I was 14 or something at the time, and a 9 or 10-year-old girl just kissed me on the lips, and ever since I was like, ooh, wow, okay. And just as a disclaimer, I thought I got pregnant. I really thought I got pregnant when an 8-year-old girl kissed me on the lips. So this is just for your information. That is how dumb I was. So ever since I experienced that, and then started, meeting other girls, and so that fascination was there, that wow, girls. And I couldn't describe the feeling because, my sperm count was going on, my hormones were going crazy, my testosterone was increasing. So from the age of 20 onwards, I went into, bodybuilding, got a good physique, got six-pack abs. And because I was a DJ, many girls liked to talk to me. I was anchor for shows, I was on stage, so many girls would approach me. And you need to understand that since I was born and raised in Dubai, that too in an Indian family, and there were many other Indian families that were very conservative and very strict. So girls and boys were desperately dying to meet one another. It was like a wow factor. And even girls, when their hormones are going, they are dying to meet boys. So I started off from the age of 20. I would meet as many girls as possible. Sex was more like giving myself pleasure. So the more girls I met, the more fun it was. In fact, I would, at its peak, I think I even had sex with more than 8 girls. I didn't know much about sex until a girl who was, I think, 6 or 7 years elder to me, she taught me how to have sex. She was going to be a doctor. I was trying to get into college, and she taught me, she gave me the training. So that was pretty nice of her. I remember her name. Her name was Smarty. Smarty. She was a nice girl. So I started having sex with quite a number of girls. It was fun. The thrill of the chase. I would say more than sex itself, it was the thrill of the chase, and more than more than anything else, I think I was trying to give myself value, trying to tell the world, look, I'm special, I can attract girls. So when you add all this, low self-esteem, the drive and desire to want to attract many girls, being horny, the pleasure that you get physically being with a girl. So this continued, and I would say from the age of 20 to 30, I was literally, my goal was to meet as many girls as possible. So if a girl, even 150 kilometers away, would just call me just for a kiss, just for, not in sex, dry humping, I would drive 150 kilometers just for the girl. However, from the age of 30 to 35, I realized I don't have to go so far, and whatever the relationships were, I didn't want love letters, I didn't want sweet talk. Any girl who would want to meet me, I would tell her explicitly, if you're meeting, it's for sex, others are not interested. And I, by the time I did get married, so even though I was married, I was still cheating on my spouse. From the age of 35 onwards, that is when I went through the difficulty. I lost everything. You can check 2011 suicide. You can check my video, Lloyd Machedo 2011 suicide. That was where it became less about sex, more about companionship. I was really looking for a meaningful relationship. I really was. However, if there was a chance to have sex with another girl, I wouldn't say no. So even though I was looking for a meaningful relationship, I was still having sex with other girls. But provided there was intellectual connection, there was chemistry, there was connection, there was trust. So it was not like I was sleeping with quite a number of women, but I was being selective. And yes, I was sleeping with other women. This went on until the time I decided to leave Dubai. It was at the age of 39. And then, I realized I'm entering a new phase in my life. I'm entering the 40s. And I'm going to move away from Dubai. And I need to now focus on what's my life, because I have another 20 more years. After which it's more like, not retirement, but then nobody wants to deal with you when you're at 60. So when I moved from Dubai to Thailand, I moved away from my comfort zone. I realized that now, it's either focus on your life, build your life seriously, or you're going to fuck it up. And I was really not interested to just sleep around, because you get tired. You just get tired. And given the fact that my testosterone was decreasing, I had taken steroids, I had done bodybuilding, I had done exercise. So my testosterone was decreasing. Now I was no longer in my comfort zone. I was no longer with friends. I really had to decide who I wanted to settle down with, and I decided that it's time I focus on getting married to a young girl. Young because you can mold them to be the person you want to be. If I'd go for a Westerner, or if I'd go for someone who believe, equal rights, I'm the boss also of the house, I knew that my ego, her ego will have a lot of clashes. So I wanted someone who was submissive, and someone who would listen to me, and someone who would be happy with the simple things, have less expectations. At least that was my criteria. So that was where I think I connected with more than 5,000 girls, out of which I actually chatted with 500 of them. I'm just giving you rough approximates. And I met 6 or 7 of them where we did have sex. And then finally, I was supposed to settle down with a girl after 3 days, but then Nit Nipa was the girl who I just felt, wow, she is the one. I just knew it within 3 seconds of looking at her. And that is where I am now. So now, to be honest with you, it's like I'm happy. I'm happily married. She gives me happy in terms of sex, in terms of fulfillment, in terms of joy. Do I still get fascinated with other girls? Yeah, there are times where I look at other girls. Wow, okay, she has a nice ass. Or her boobs are nice. Or breasts are nice. Or her face is nice. Or you look at a girl and wow, she'd be good for a sex or a shag. But that's about it. Do I sometimes get fascinated? Yes. Do I, think about having sex? Yeah, I think. Do I want to have sex? Well, I don't want complications, I just don't want complications. The maximum I might do is just have a sexual conversation with a girl, just talk about some erotic stuff, just talk about what's your favorite fantasy, how do you like sex. Maybe the girl will send me some erotic pictures of her. But, given the fact that I'm 41, trust is very important. I respect these girls, and I just delete their, whatever they send me, the conversations or their images or their the chat, whatever. I keep it confidential. Have I chatted sexually with a couple of girls after getting married? Yes, I think 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know, a couple of them, just 4. Nothing more. And it's not been like hardcore, just, maybe 10, 15 minutes, and that's about it. Does my wife know that girls send me their sexy photographs? Yes, a couple of times. I've told her. She has asked me, why don't you show me? But there I feel like that's not required, because, the girl is trusting me. I shouldn't be breaking her trust and showing the photograph to my wife. Does my wife know about it? My wife knows about it. But she would rather have me just virtually chatting with a girl than physically meeting with someone. I have asked my wife, if I were to have sex with another girl, how would she react? She told me that she would feel very hurt, she would be broken, but she would still love me. So it's because of that, because she's young, she's in her 20s and I'm in my 40s, I don't want to take advantage of that, and I don't want to break her heart. Could there be a chance that I would have sex with another girl? Yes, there is a very strong chance. Would I want to do it? No. What is the maximum possibility? If I'd go for a holiday somewhere, if I was there for a month, or if I was away from my wife for a long time, most probably, maybe I'd go for a sex massage or happy ending massage. If there's someone who I know very well, and I'm absolutely attracted, just a one night stands kind of thing. But am I looking forward to it? No, I don't. There have been a couple of girls who have said they're coming down to Samui to meet me just to have sex. I've told them, no, listen, let's not complicate things. So yeah, that's about it. And you know, you reach a particular stage in your life where you just say enough is enough. You know your limits. You know for a fact you don't want to complicate things. In my younger days, I've slept with married women. I've slept with young girls, even as young as 17. I've done all that shit. You know, so am I proud or ashamed? No, I'm not proud. I'm not ashamed. It was a phase. I did what I had to do. And people ask me, what if your wife cheats on you? I can tell you 100% she's not going to. If she does, I would ask her, like, what happened? You know, like, what happened that you had to go sleep with someone else? I mean, I would just look at it as, you know, ooh. Because I've had people who I really loved, I was not married to them, and who did sleep with someone else, and I just told them, like, why do you do it? You know, just curious about it. And I've had relationships which are open, like the girl would sleep around, I would sleep around. When we felt like having sex with each other, fucking each other's brains out, we would just do it. So yeah, this has been my journey towards being a playboy. Do I miss it? No, I don't miss it. Do I think about it? No, not actually, no. Do I want to have sex with other girls as of now? No. Do I fantasize? Yes. Would I cheat on my wife? There can be a possibility, but am I looking forward to it? No. If you know, the worst case scenario would be if I did go for a holiday, and if a girl would say, you know, no strings attached, we can just have sex, and if I was really in the mood for it, I would have said yes. But you know, given the fact that as you get older, you have so many priorities. You don't. Sex is the last thing on your head. It's not like when I'm young, my testosterone was so crazy. And so you know, most of the men they do cheat on their partners, but they don't talk about it openly. In fact, here in Thailand or the Asian countries, quite a number of men who are happily married, who are very decent, they come and have sex with 2, 3 women. In fact, I know some men who are even in their 60s, they're having sex with girls who are as young as 18. I even met a guy who really wanted to have sex with underage girls, 8 and 9. That was his fetish, and he had taken a holiday just for that. I just met him, like, I think 2 years ago or something. I was like, we're just talking. I don't know him. So I was like, oh. And he was pissed drunk. That is why he admitted to this. So yeah, this is what has been my journey of being a playboy. And, you know, I just thought I'd share it with you because life is a phase, you know. Not everything is goody-goody and not everything is, like, ugly. So there is a good, bad, and ugly. So that's what it is. So I hope this answers your question. So if you have any questions, send it to me at Machedo.com. You know, if I feel the question is worth answering, I'll answer. So like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't like the video, give it a thumbs down. And put your comments down below. This is me signing off now. Take care.